Did you know that there are 20 different types of kissing? 20 different types of kissing. That's a lot of different kissings. And when we talk about the kissing in adult contexts, I don't think I will be showing you the pictures, but one of them well-known is apparently French kissing. And you can even go to internet and find out 7 steps to improve your French kissing skills. I thought it was interesting article, but now I want to talk about someone who is more interesting, and I love to talk about his kissing skills. Of course, I don't think it will take Arshine to guess who I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about a man called Muhammad, who is identified as the Prophet of Islam. It's not only Muhammad is interesting with all what he does, the kids, or what he does, the slaves, how he sports the... His list goes on. Anyway, it will just change the focus of the video. So, I want to talk about Muhammad and his kissing skills. Interestingly, while Islamic tradition talks about all what Muhammad did, most of what Muhammad did, in that list it is also telling us how Muhammad practiced his kissing skills. I'm not sure if we will be identifying Muhammad's kissing skills as French kiss, but let's go through that together. So where we will go to the most reliable Islamic sources. It is related that Abu Huraira said, "I never see Al-Hassan without my eyes overflowing with tears. That is because the Prophet, may Allah bless him and grant him peace," or that junk thing, "went out one day and I found him in the mosque. He took my hand and I went along with him. He did not speak to me until we reached the market of Banu Kanuka. He walked around it and looked. He's doing like window shopping. Then he left and I left with him until we reached the mosque. He sat down and wrapped himself with his garment. Then he said, 'Where is little one?' Call the little one to me." Hassan came running and jumped into his lap. He's calling the little one. Little one name is Hassan, that's his grandson. Runs and jumps into his lap. Then he put his hand in his beard. You get to see sometimes that in the Middle East when creepy men just play with their beards before they rape people. So he put his hand in his beard. Then the Prophet, may Allah blah 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 blah, the Prophet opened his mouth and put his tongue in his mouth. Muhammad opens his mouth and put his tongue, Muhammad's tongue, goes into mouth of Hassan. Then he said, "Oh Allah, I love him, so love him and the one who loves him. Oh Allah, the way I'm showing my love to Hassan, by putting my tongue into his mouth, as a man, I am putting my tongue to child's mouth to express my love." And then of course he kindly asked Allah to love Hassan and also love those who love Hassan. Very, very, very disturbing. Very, very, very disturbing, of course. Very disturbing. Let's move on. This is very creepy. Very creepy. You can even kind of put together, oh, it seems Muhammad's desire is not only for little girls. Muhammad's desire is not only someone else's wives, for someone else's wives. Muhammad's desire is not only slave women's. Muhammad's desire is not only for who just killed his family and then took the woman, but also Muhammad's desire is for boys, little boys. Please come to the next hadith with me. A man comes to Muhammad and then says, "You people kiss the boys, we don't kiss the boys." Man finds this a bit strange that Muhammad is kissing the boys. Probably everyone heard one of the type of the kissing, one of 20, Muhammad is practicing on Hassan by putting his tongue into his mouth, into the mouth of this child. Everyone heard about it, and then people come and then ask him. I'm not even asking like, "Oh, you do this, we don't do it." Of course people don't do it. People have little bit moral standards. And it's not only that, of course. It's not only Muhammad's creepy relationship with boys. And then also Islam kind of brings like one of the nasty things out again. The Prophet said, "Whoever guarantees me what is between his legs and what is between his jaw, I guarantee him paradise." Did you all get his desire towards man? When a man guarantees to him what is between his legs, that's like his private part, translated by Muslims. When you guaranteed Muhammad your penis and what is between your jaw, that's your tongue, Muhammad guarantees you paradise. Too much sickening in here. For you to get to paradise, what you need to do? You need to give access. Muhammad needs to get access to your private part as a Muslim man, and also your tongue as a Muslim man. You are giving the access to your private part and your tongue to man called Muhammad, who's supposed to be the best example to humanity. Strange thing is, it just doesn't stop there. It just doesn't stop there. It goes on and on and on. Let's look at this example, where Muhammad not only thinks like, yeah, it was okay for me to put my tongue into the mouth of child. It was okay for me to ask people to give me access to their private parts and their mouth and their tongue. Now I will do one more step. What he does, he separates the legs of Hussein and kiss his little penis. He separates the legs of child and then kiss the child's private part. I don't know how much you already throw up, but it is sickening. It is sickening and sickening. You feel throw up whatever you had for breakfast, for lunch, or for dinner, but that is the beauty of man called Muhammad. That's why Allah identifies him as the man, best example to humanity, man, merciful to mankind. Why? You look at his examples and then it makes you to throw up. So, please let me know if you think Muhammad was practicing French kiss, or what kind of kiss he's practicing. I love to hear from you, since we are discussing about one of the most wonderful men who couldn't even control his desires. He went behind the boys.